Good afternoon, my profoundly grotesque, slang, insultive expressions that I'm about to pick from you beautiful bastards in the comment section from last video. We have a whole entire directory, if not derogatory thesaurus from these comments. Jackwagons, it's pretty weak. Appreciate it, though. Knob gobblers. One of these bots and their bullshit fake conversations that are trying to plug some financial advisor that don't listen to those comments ever, please. Blumpkin Carvers. I kind of like that. I haven't read these yet, by the way. Chunky Monkey Wobble Slobs. Pole Peeler. I kind of like that's a good one. That's a good one. Snot Goblins. Trash Turkeys. I dig that. Bullshitters. Kenny. I know this wasn't even supposed to be an insult, but that alone is an insult. Is Astra related to Wyatt Langmore? Oh, fuck. Bro, really? There was a list. Somebody, yeah, here we go. From Tom. Thank you and fuck you, Tom. Glue huffers, dust sniffers, wet blankets, oily mats, greasy beads, shaved stiffies, fart knockers, gauze. Is it supposed to be gauze? Cream pie cleanup crew. Just an idiot here. Tuna tappers, taint teasers. I like that. Felcher Belchers. Good afternoon, my greasy beads. How are we doing? Okay, let's get into this. Thank you to everybody who left some of those. Actually, you know what? Even though it will probably fuck up me and the YouTube algo because YouTube's algo will recognize my comment section as being toxic or derogatory, but fuck it, who gives a shit? Leave me the next term, expression, whatever you want me to use in the next video. Let's get into this shit. Spy today was kinda let's see. Yeah, nothing too exciting. We were stuck in this range between 413 and 419. There also is an update, by the way. You're seeing it right now. There's an update on the Wyckoff Snippy Snipe that I call rubber band moving averages. And what these are, they serve as another line, another trend, if you will, that represents reaccumulation or redistribution. So these lines that are formed as dots will show up, and those will be key levels that something will have to hold or reject off of. So all of today, just hovering between 413 and 419. This was clearly distribution. This is really cool to see, actually. Everything above this line was clearly distribution. Everything below it was clearly accumulation. And that's exactly why this indicator was built. So that's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, we ended the day poised in distribution. I don't know. It doesn't fucking look great. On the macro side of things, this does kind of look like the low 400s range was a spring. But we closed at the support of last week's low, it looks like. Yeah. As I said in the last video, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one of these. Something like that. Going into tomorrow, though, I think we go up. And then... Okay, there's two things that could go down. Either we go up until the Fed meeting, which is at 2 p.m., I believe, with our man Jay Powell, and then get rejected after it, and probably a pump right before it. Otherwise, we're going to go down and then pump to right before the meeting, something like that. Amy, some exciting stuff today. So with this new indicator, or no new feature rather, there's two things. So there's the rubber band moving averages, but there's also there's been a complete reworking to the way that all of the Wyckoff regions are calculated, and it's made this even more accurate. I'll make another video about the update so that this stays about fucking market updates and not indicator updates. But as far as today goes, this was actually pretty good. With the new indicator or with the new rubber band moving averages, again the red dot, whenever like in layman's terms, the way that the new rubber band moving average works, whenever the price maneuvers into a liquidity cloud, it will move the rubber band indicator in that direction. So you can see that before we started touching into distribution, the rubber band moving average was just sitting up here at 1540. And then as we started to maneuver out of it, that's when that got pulled down. And that gave us the key level for the breakout to occur, which coincidentally was where we had a cluster set up on the 21 and 31 Wyckoff sniper indicators. We bounced off of the cloud to the penny. This is why this thing is so fucking cool. Perfectly. Look at that. Buy signal here, buy signal here, yeah, you got it. And once we broke through that, we held this higher range. We did navigate through another cluster that's set up, and that's where you saw going from a low of 1484 all the way up to 1612. I know people are salty about, oh, it's a 25-cent move, dude. It's not about flat values, you stupid fucks. It's percentages. Because that puts us up 1.6% on the day. I think we were as high as even 2.5. Wait, what? Wait. What? Oh, no, it was way more than that. I'm fucking stupid. Oh, wait. We opened here. Is that Brad Pitt? Okay, a high of 6.3%. I'm sorry. But that move, cumulatively, from the low, was a 9.4% move. Fucking be happy about something. And going into, what was that? About 2 p.m.? 2 p.m. Eastern is when we got rejected. Which brings me to another point, another little piece. I made this indicator today that I will also be making a tutorial video of to show how I coded it. Where did that go? My scripts. Where's the heat map? What the fuck? Hold on. Don't click away. I promise you this is worth it. Don't fucking leave. This is so fucking annoying, dog. My scripts. RSI benchmark heat map. What is the point of this? What does it do, Astro? Well, I'll tell you, cocksucker. Hold on. Okay. So this heat map serves as just another instrument for you to fly by that will take in the input of a different security. So I was using IWM earlier today, and it will check the RSI value of that benchmark, and then paint that as your background for the chart that you're currently on. So the reason why I picked IWM is because AMC is its highest weighted stock inside of that index. So whenever IWM goes down, I'm going to see, well, 9 times out of 10, AMC will go down with that. But if it doesn't, that's a huge sign of strength, because that means that AMC is behaving organically and not by ETF arbitrage, which is also what the heat maps up here do, but this is giving it an extra dimension by showing correlation of buying and selling, or buying and selling volume, whereas this has to do with price. So you can see that all of today, we were killing it. aside from open, and we were accumulating throughout the earlier part of the session, and then going into the afternoon, everything was in the clear. But when we started to get rejected, it was because of IWM, or not because of, but that is one of the symptoms that we can conclude from today's price action. Looking at the macro of this, though, get this shit. There you go. So get this, and maybe this will be a full video of its own too. I don't know. I'll give you the cliff notes. When you look at, I'm actually going to reduce this value. No, actually, I'm going to set it to 9. I think that'll be a happy medium. Okay. So when everybody was like, oh, this looks really good, this looks like it could be the move, look what the fuck happened. We were at the end of the pennant, and then IWM and the rest of the market shit themselves. We start to show a sign of strength again, it shits itself again. And then when we ripped back in March, everything was in the clear. Going back to the 1 hour, like, it's plain as day. Like, we move when IWM isn't being gutted. If you look at GameStop, I switched the benchmark to XRT because GameStop is highly weighted in there. Go to the daily, and oh, would you look at that? Right when we thought it was going to move in September, it fucking shit the bed. And then as of recently, same thing. And this doesn't mean that it's just strictly ETFs that are causing the movement, and that doesn't strictly mean that ETFs are being manipulated, and that doesn't strictly mean that benchmarks are suffering because of meme stocks. This is just a byproduct of something. They could be it, but correlation does not mean causation. Let's get back to Amy's TA real quick. So yeah, most of the first half of the day was accumulation. And then going into around 2 o'clock Eastern, we had the rip. And at the end of the day, the market kind of shit itself. One more thing to note. I'm going to turn this off real quick too. The sniper is doing the snippy snipes really, really, really well. The thing to take away is that we bounced off of this accumulation band multiple times. And then as we started pushing into distribution, you saw the rubber band kick in, and we broke through that, and that's where we finally saw considerable movement. One last thing to note. What the fuck? One last thing to note is, I believe on the 15 minutes is where we're starting to see this again. Nah, fuck it. We'll do the 30. Yeah. Yeah. So this right here, where's my fucking square? Rectangle. This setup is what we're doing right now. Why do I say that? So we first had bounced off of the rubber band, and then we started to show a sign of strength and got pummeled back into accumulation, fell under, and then we had the distribution rubber band come down, and then we started to melt up and do our thing. Where we're at now is same thing. Riding along the rubber band, get shot down, go into accumulation, break through the rubber band, and now we should be also seeing the, wherever the fuck it went. Oh yeah, we're actually sitting right below it. Where we got rejected today, actually, was that rubber band. So I'm actually bullish as fuck for tomorrow, despite the fact that the FOMC meeting is coming up at Jay Powell. But on top of that as well, earnings is next week for AMC, and every earnings cycle there is an IV pump related to the stock, which also means that you will see more volatility, and you will also see an upward movement if you look historically into every AMC earnings. Okay. So that's fucking great news. The 1 hour looks even better because it's so heavily compressed. And look where we're sitting on the 1 hour. we're fucking right below the fucking distribution rubber band. The sell signals are from our lower time frame, so those are irrelevant. Going into Jimbo, same thing, same setup. Where the fuck is this? Why do I always lose the fucking rectangle? Yeah, so this. Same curvature. Same thing, just a higher floor. This looks really fucking good. As far as what happened today, same thing as Amy. Where the fuck? Jimbo did get pummeled a little harder today by its ETF weightings, which I have popped up here. Just accumulation though. And on top of that, there was one more thing. AMC and GameStop will alternate in terms of intensity on the day. Some days AMC gets hit 8%, whereas GameStop will only be down 2 or 3%. And then the next day, or another instance of it is AMC runs 7%, GameStop runs 12%. They seem to dance, is what I'm getting at, which is a symptom of extreme liquidity pairing between the two, but that's a completely different subject. But again, on the day, they pushed our boy Jimbo into accumulation, all of this, and then went into distribution, broke through the rubber band and a triple cluster on the distribution lines, and topped out right as everything else began to top out. So yeah, just same old song and dance. Nonetheless, things look really good though. On the 1 hour, sitting right below that distribution rubber band and the accumulation rubber band. It's looking really good, and the same setup as before, as I had said. Yeah, this looks really good. I'll do ATER. I think somebody had asked about ATER. And if you have any suggestions, by the way, leave them in the comments. ATER actually is setting up to do something nasty. So ATER is bouncing between the distribution regions really, really well, especially on this instance right here. Just caught perfectly. Whoever was buying here for a reason. And this is on the 15-minute, by the way. So almost no difference in between the lows or the closes on those candles. As far as what happened today, definitely accumulation. You did see some distribution, but somebody was holding it low to continue buying, and you can see that it just bounces perfectly off of this rubber band every time. And everything's clustered up, so that looks good. On the daily, it's actually about to break out of its accumulation. Fuck me, why do I keep hiccuping? It's about to break out of its accumulation, rather, lines, which will be explosive. Yeah, I'm digging it. Let's take a look at DWAC. DWAC is whack. On the 1 day, just accumulation, straight accumulation. Yeah. Look at that. How many bounces is that? That's fucking crazy. Rejected off of the distribution, which means that whoever or whatever is doing that wants to continue accumulating. On the 1 hour, yeah, just one giant spring, it looks like, as well as the accumulation SMAs approaching fast. Another trick that I've been doing is I will extrapolate the rubber band and the accumulation SMAs, which are the solid blue lines. And wherever those intersect is typically where you'll see something happen. So this is landing on May 9th. So somewhere just before or just after then, we should see something. And this also gives us a wedge to work with in terms of movement. So I'm interested to see what this does. Someone remind me about this so I can go back and verify. I'll do Tezzy real quick. Oh, so wait, did it literally, did I draw this after or before? That must have been before. There's no way that I did it that well. Okay. I'm going to go check that after I record this. Let's say about half and half distribution accumulation. It was held way above the accumulation areas. Going into the beginning of the day, though, definitely distribution, and then they brought it down into about the last quarter of the day. Looks like a combination of accumulation and distribution. Let's check the 30-minute. The 30-minute appears to be, yeah, it looks like it's going into SOS, I think. No, it just left SOS. So I guess it's about to pop out of the creek, which would be at the blue accumulation lines. Perfectly rejected off of the rubber band. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What are some other fucking picks? I can't remember. This is going to be a long video. It's already at 22 minutes. Jesus fuck. Yeah, definitely leave comments as to about what you want to see. I'll do BBIG real quick. That was something I saw today. Down 4% on the day. Pure fucking accumulation. Yeah, you can see the bounces. And it looks like it started to pump going into the end of the day. We'll check the 30-minute. Also more accumulation. See the 2-hour accumulation. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, dude. Look at this. Like, that's like, there's your UTAD, there's your fucking, I don't remember the other labels for the other parts, but that's like the distribution schematic right there. And of course, right where the distribution rubber band was. And then there's your accumulation taking place. That's fucking wild. Interessante. Yeah, that's looking good. What's Redbox up to? Down 22% on the day. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Apparently, it's been more so accumulation. Distribution around noon. Yep, that's what optimism looks like. That fucking illustration right there. Check the 15-minute. Yeah. It's gonna, wherever the distribution SMAs sit, it's definitely gonna land there soon. 30-minute. Yeah. That's fucking wild though, man. Like even back here. Jesus fuck, this is cool. Look at that. Perfectly rejected. And then the breakout was right here. Fiddle fucked with each of the distribution touch points. Fucking goddamn. Okay. That's so fucking cool. I think that's really it. We'll check fucking Bitcoin real quick too. Bitcoin on the day. Dog shit. Looks like it's getting a pump right now though. 5-minute. Yeah, definitely very interesting. What does the daily look like? Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, Bitcoin's looking to do something big though. It's doing this characteristic where the accumulation rubber band kind of slants down, and then it pops out through it like a tangent line. Caught the distribution. Okay, yeah. That'll do her. That'll do her, brother. Like, subscribe, fondle my balls, the usual. And stay black. Later.